And what you see there is the longest serving African president on the African continent, 43 years and still counting. Election results are indeed coming in very early. Well, early election results released by Equatorial Guinea's government shows the ruling party winning over 99% of votes counted so far in the presidential, legislative and municipal elections held on Sunday, November 20. The oil-producing Central African state is run by 80-year-old President Teodoro Obiang, the world's longest ruling head of state, who is seeking to extend his 43 years in office.
Two opposition candidates are standing in the way of a sixth term for the president. They are Buenaventura Monsoy Asumu, who has run in the previous 5 elections, and Andres Esono Ondo, who is running for the first time. Now, early partial results showed Obiang's ruling Democratic Party of Equatorial Guinea and coalition with 67,012 votes out of 67,196 votes counted so far.
Well, let's tell you that Equatorial Guinea has had only 2 presidents, only 2 since independence from Spain in 1968, and they are Obiang and his uncle Francisco Macias Nguema, whom he removed in a coup in 1979. So it's a family affair. And if you have followed very closely on what Equatorial Guinea has been going through, well, there have been claims and counterclaims pointing fingers at Equatorial Guinea of putting her citizens to a state of impoverishment, while the president and his vice, of course, the vice president happens to be the son of Teodoro himself, while they say they are indeed in wealth, enjoying wealth of the nation. The United States have actually been called at some point to be asked how come they have partnerships with Equatorial Guinea concerning their oil, but they always say it's business, and they keep neglecting the human rights that they feel aren't going on well in that country as well.
I mean, when we talk about what democracy is meant to be, what it should be, it's not represented accurately in Equatorial Guinea. We're seeing this is starting to look like a presidency for life, the longest serving head of state, 43 years and counting.
And he's 80 years.
You know, exactly, he's 80 years. So what is it about office that makes it so attractive to African presidents and African leaders, that make them cling so much to power that they do not want to leave the office? Now, another thing would be the elections. So far, we're seeing that he's leading in the elections. Over 400,000 people went out to vote in the about 1.5 million population in Equatorial Guinea. And so far, he's taking the lead. So is it that, are we trying to say that the people are...
But he's taking the lead again. I mean, sorry to cut you off. He's also taking the lead because there is no opposition party except one, even though many said 2. And the only opposition party does not even stand a chance because they do not have the wherewithal or the resources to actually stand against Obiang. Aside that, before this election, he closed all the borders. He made sure all borders were closed. He controls the media.
So it is more of, it's a democracy that isn't actually a democracy. That's
a lot.
I mean, we'll be bringing more updates as we follow up with the elections in Equatorial Guinea. And if you're watching the show from Equatorial Guinea, let us know what's happening there. Tweet at News Central TV. We head now to Zambia.
Absolutely.